Hello and welcome back to the Pumpkin Massacre, also known as Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels to the Roses. Last time we were able to beat the final boss of the during the Yorkist campaign. Now we're moving on to facing the Lancastians. So it was like the Lancastrian campaign. Now I'm on the Yorkist campaign facing Lancastians. Yeah, that sounds about right. So with the T or Taya, or just basically just T here, just roll with it. Face them twice, you know, just get a feeling for the deck in this campaign. Should be at the start really easy, but there will be some challenges ahead. We've seen some challenges beforehand. Moving on to T. Tristan Gray. See, our deck cost is still pretty low. It's still lower than Bones' at 740. Might even be able to drop it even further if we can get our hands on some plant-type monsters. But this time we'll be facing, I believe, machines. So let's crack on with it. Hope everyone's doing alright, okay, and hunky-dory and all that. Got a nice cup of tea with me? Quite strong, actually. Of course, get to listen to some lovely music. Good backtrack. Look at this map. This is interesting. A variety. Not only that, they give me these two here. Both of these will power up zombies. We both start on a pretty basic start here. So what do we do here? Wow. Just wow. That is impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass turn here. 2 pumpkins first hand. He'll be encouraged to attack. So he's got, I believe, warriors and machines. 1 pumpkin here. Begin the farming. That gives me 1 star. Won't be able to summon a pumpkin next turn, fair enough. But if I do get a plant, I will be able to fuse a pumpkin. That means charge at me. See how that goes. Yeah, I've got room to place 1 card. Over here. Still pretty handy to have this one. Leave that face down there. When flipping face up, it switches every monster to defense. So if anything has way too much power in attack, I can just switch it around. It's great. Now I will put a pumpkin right in front. Oh, there's a zombie there. Interesting. Right, we do have a zombie to deal with. I'm going to keep him face down. It's going to run straight into it. It doesn't stand a chance. Or just sit there, doing nothing. At least I can keep track of that zombie card he has. Right. Interesting. Very interesting. Not much I can do here. I might rinse my deck here of those 3 cards. And hang on. And keep a zombie, I guess. I'll do something like that. So I've still got a zombie on the field. Should do. Right. Ooh. Yeah, I'll just attack. Yeah, it seems to be an awful lot of warriors. So the other one probably a zombie warrior? I don't need to stick around too much. Usually I power up all my pumpkins to ridiculously high stats and they just charge. This time I should be able to just charge them. But it just shows how low a deck cost you can have and what power you can obtain as a result. That is another pumpkin. And a power up. I'll take the power up. Wonderful. 1,000 gain. I'm coming for you. This is, I'll get double movement on 2 panels, which is great. Oh, 2 varieties panels. Do you really want to do that? Not the brightest spark, is he? Yes, keep sending in everything. So that's all the pumpkins out of my deck, just the rest need to be fused. Right. You really want to lose that fast? Alright, you don't take damage from blocker, of course. Which is fine. More experience for me, I'll take it. Looking to level up the pumpkin a little more to get a few more bonus skills. I think we're going to need them. Right, I'm going to get rid of that undead there. So what have we got next? Oh, it's tier. Yeah, okay then. You know what? No, play that. Everything is now a zombie, including the... So that's going to start getting power. It's going to be pretty fun to take something out with that. But I want to take out a few undead. Okay, what is it? It is not. It's not right. It is whatever that was. It didn't survive. Yeah, keep running. Two power-ups. Let's see if we get another pumpkin. Or the ability to get a pumpkin. No. Okay then. So... trap card there. So this one can take that one out, I'm sure. So... button 1. We're pretty strong, but not strong enough to beat down a pumpkin. So every time a pumpkin Hugos takes out a monster, it gains like 2 experience. A direct attack is 20. It's hard to keep track of them. That's a given. Really? I get double movement. I get double movement and you go ahead and do that. I mean, I've got victory here, but do I want to win this early? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with an early victory. Why not? And I said the trap card? Nah. Tested eliminated. It's another card gained. And all it needed was a small bit of farming. Only a tiny bit, just to get enough pumpkins. I even only started with 2 plant cards. And again, he levels up. He would have appeared between here and there. Right, so what do we get? Fake. Okay, yeah, okay. Too many fake traps. Not interested. We're going to do tons of fake traps. That's for sure, if I don't eliminate enough monsters. Or spell cards, I guess. Yeah, you got beaten. Hand over the card. Thank. So there was no point facing out. So wait, do I get a choice of 2? No, just 1. Right? Yeah, 1. Ah, this one could be interesting. I reckon it'll be a mountain plane. This is where zombies are in fact weak, because, you know, zombies don't like mountains. Or something like that. And let me just check see if there's any reincarnation ability yet. I don't think there is. No, I don't think I can reincarnate yet. It's a pain. How many fake traps do we have then? 6 in total. Not bad. Still a bit short on the fact that I need plants. That would make this deck so much easier to use. Right then. Margaret, my Valentine. Well, it's Beaufort. Margaret Beaufort. Oh, this is actually pretty interesting to deal with. Access to wasteland on both sides and a lot of mountain. And all my zombies do get decreased because of this. Could be tricky. So I guess I'll summon them as close to the edge as possible to get a boost. Wow. Now I'm looking at this. Let's just do something like that. I still get a zombie at the end. I'm just going to sit them over here. I'm going to be... The weakest defense is going to be on this side. I'm going to try and sit myself in the corner and hope for the best. This is where some of the challenge may come in. Because I'm using a standard deck of, I suppose, zombies, I most probably won't stand a chance. That's interesting. I can still make a punishment bird here. You know what? Let's go ahead and put the trap card over here. That should do for now. I'll make a punishment eagle. That should be on about 2,600 at a guess. Yep, punishment eagle it is. It should be a warrior plus a winged beast. Eagle on 2/6. We should be okay now. So there's my vanguard created. At least until the pumpkins come into play. Da, 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 da. Okay, first pumpkin coming into play. Awesome. Right, so I'm going to be placing that here. Do I want to, you know what? I want to use additional cards to make this. Something like that. That'll make Dragon Zombie. Because it still counts as a zombie, I'll make Pumpkin. I'll use 3 cards to get 3 cards next turn. Successful fusion. Reveal the pumpkin. Oh, okay then. So you don't want any defense. So if anything is put face up, it's switch to attack position, right? Can I switch it back next turn? That's the important thing. By means charge at me, see how well that goes. See, this one could be pretty tricky to deal with. Right. Oh, interesting. So I can't utilise the pumpkin's ability until I get rid of that trap card. So that's my first priority. Remove trap card. Oh, there's a pumpkin. Right. I need to make sure one pumpkin doesn't get destroyed. Let's back up to 1-8. And I have my goal. Remove 1 trap card from the field. Oh, right, okay. Oh, Peacock. Sorry, you're not strong enough, though. Eagle bigger. I could just win using the eagle, I guess. Oh, hang on, that could be a problem. First things first, what is your... Wow, look how many power-up cards this can get. That's nuts! Wow, and its ability... It's got a flip ability and a special power-up. Wow, that is some silly stuff. And the bonus is increased movement, so it's going to be pretty fast to deal with. So go with another pumpkin here. Hang on, wait, do I have a... Nope, no plan. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... reveal it. Yep. Since I can't switch yet, do I risk the charge? Actually, yes. Charge forward. I want to force my over to the top of the trap card. There we go. That's what I needed. Even if Punishment Eagle gets taken out here, that is the perfect move. It's not doing anything? Really? You're not going to chase after... No? No? Right, first things first, let's get set up. As long as 2 of them are in defense, I should be okay. Snake Hair, you are actually pretty good. I'll take a Snake Hair any day. Right. 2-6. Got powered up by, I'd guess, 500. Plus another 500. It's risky. But I can put the pressure on. I'm just going to put the pressure on. I want to go to the other side. There we go. Right, pressure is on. Go to the other side so I can charge at you with Undead. See, I'm not used to the field spells either. I have none. I'm at a heavy disadvantage due to that. But I'm willing to attempt winning without the use of field spells. At least for now. I might need them in future. There's not much I can do here. Let's move Snake Hair there. Rinse cards. And make another Punishment Eagle? That is very possible. Huh. I don't see the point in it though. Oh, hang on. The Return of Egg. I could bring back the Return of Egg. Go on then. Oh, let's have the entire hand. Nope, nope. I was going to use the entire hand there, but I keep a dragon just in case I need to make a dragon zombie. And that should make Egg. Return of Egg. Egg get destroyed though. Bye bye Egg. That's basically everything I need. 2-2, and that's at 2-7. Yeah, 2-7-2-5. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Oh, interesting. No, I'm fine with this. Hello. Something with... Oh, okay, yeah, Punishment Eagle. With a power-up. That is... scary. That is actually scary. I don't even know if she has the trap card down again. Well, I've got room. Yeah. I'm gonna use that fusion though to make it. We'll see if the trap card is active. Three pumpkins on field. Reveal your trap card. No? Okay then. Now I hide in fear. 2-4? You know what? It's a target for them to attack. Like, oh look, it's a weak enemy. They're gonna be weak after next turn. Yeah, get power down, but it's fine. That should paralyze it constantly. So that is my target for winning. Perma-stun. Now let's see if we get another pumpkin. That is a pumpkin. I need to wait one turn. But pumpkin is live. 1-8. I'm glad I stopped that where I did. Do you have an emergency card I can use? Put that there. Yeah, that checks out. I'll do that. Full of power-up cards. Okay, right. Well, there's definitely some spell/trap cards out there. Do that. Pumpkin 4 is in play. Trap card? Nope. Alright then. It's 2-3. That's 2-8. I need at least... Ooh. I'm going to need a lot of power to deal with this. This deck is very cheesy and I do enjoy it. Plus, it will be posted on YouTube. And if anyone is interested in seeing the entire series, so far it is over there on YouTube. And next week, there won't be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. It will be Digimon Survive all week. Monday to Friday, Digimon Survive. 5 days of Survive. It shall be. I'm going to put that one on here. Spread the wealth. Right, so I've got 4 pumpkins powering up. And a rather large threat looming overhead. This is why I need to rank up my, when it comes to me. Rank up my pumpkin. Its next ability should increase all my zombie types by 500 points when within the area. Like every 2 blocks away from my deckmaster. 2 squares, I guess. Right, so yeah, no. I am not gonna double with that. Right, 3-1. That's it. Technically 3-5. I need do some math. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, so I need 5 more turns to win. I'm gonna pass turn 5 times. If math says, oh, you know what, it's going to be a lot less. Because slow clap might win next turn. Alright then, powered up. Oh, is that bird face? That is bird face, right? Interesting. Yep, bird face. Because what? Why is it called bird face? Nature effect. Alright then. Okay then. Could be a threat. Could. 2-4. Alright. 4-4 just isn't just not quite enough. Short of you. So if I move this, it'll be go 3-1. I can still eliminate this. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of that threat. This will force my opponent to move. Yeah, I know. Spellbound, it'll be fine. Go on. Run. Fear me. Or not. There we go. Okay. Fine by me. Only spellbound for one more turn anyway. Everybody gets stronger. Right. So that makes that's 4. That'll be about the same power as that one. This one's just slightly stronger. Okay then. Ooh, what to do here? You know what? Leave that there. That might be a good idea. I guess it's a matter of pass turn. Wait. I have put the opponent in a very unusual position right in the middle of the map. Very rare seeing this. Power up, yeah. And again. And a third time. And a fourth time. Wonderful. So, let's see. 4-3. That'll be 4-2 when moved on to here. So that will give it 2-1. Just not enough still. What a pain. I'm going to move that there. That might actually scare the deck master further away. So waiting another few more turns before I can make my move. Snake Hair is a wonderful card to have in this deck, and with it being a zombie, it can easily be fused into a pumpkin, a zombie dragon if I need it. Usually I don't. It's an option for me to use. Right. 2-6. That's 2 more turns. Am I? No, I'm just short. Hang on. 4-6. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 more turns then. Alright then. Hang on. No way for me to make... no. Okay then. Okay then. Fine by me. 5-3, just an armored zombie. That is absolutely brilliant. A whole 4,000 additional attack, thanks to bonuses. Challenge mode. It's a gimmick and I love it. Oh yeah, you soon change your mind. Ooh, do I want to start marching towards my opponent? Get myself close at C6, 5-1. C5-4, is that going to be enough? No, I'm not quite. 1 more turn, then I'll start marching this specific pumpkin that way. Which one? It doesn't matter which pumpkin attacks. But I should be alright. Provided there's no trap cards revealed, we'll be a-okay. 1, 2. It'd be nice to have like a speed up mechanic. You know, there might be a decent fan-made one out there at some point. Or maybe there is one already, I'm not entirely sure. Something that just adds to it. So, last bit of math. 2-1. I'll go down to 5-4 when on mountain. That would make... You know what? 1 more turn. If I've done the math wrong, I should be shot. I'll be able to move twice. Right, this should be turn for victory. Let's go. Right. 6-8 makes that 5-8. That is 3-7. Yep. The right amount. Perfect. It would have lasted much longer if they hadn't have just decided to waltz straight into my armoured zombie. Imagine getting a win just by them attacking an armoured zombie. That would have been an absolute riot. Look at all of those power-up cards. There's a trap card in there that I absolutely hate. But could be quite handy. No, don't want Peacock. Goblin Fan, I think that is? Or is it Gust Fan, one or the other? So yep, it's called Gust Fan. Right, and then we've got Follow wind. There's a whole bunch of power-up cards in there. It'd be pretty fun to try and make some weird Harpy-based deck with all these power-up cards. Maybe one day. Yeah, if I recall, we're going across seas here? Yep. Going to the docks. I wonder who owns the docks. No one? Guess we'll just go to the docks for some cutscene. Oh, it's Mako. Look, we need a boat over. Awesome thing. Oh, it's one of these things, is it? Oh, I remember this. Right, you took us halfway. Now we're trapped. And you're not doing anything. Have you crashed? Don't you dare crash on me. I didn't save. I did manage to save. Ah! That's a pain. Why? Why would... It's... interesting why that is not working. But I have to restart. Oh, it's a pain. I might be able to create a save state. No, to create a save state, it'll stay the same. Well, it looks like I've got to face the Tristan and my once again. This time I'll save. That might be a good idea. So, I'll be right back. Fancy that. Something like that happening. So, hey, you get to watch the two fights again. Even though that last one was a bit slow. Still, it's just going to have to roll with it. So, I'm going to have to close it, reload it, go away. Shouldn't be too long. There we go. Right. It doesn't take too long to load back up. And imagine doing 2 hours worth and then losing all of it. Just like that. That would have been far worse. So, you know, looking on the bright side, at least it's not that. But this is why I say save constantly, because things like that can happen. And I hope it isn't a repeating thing, like it's an actual bug. So, I'm going to focus on trying to keep saving. Right, let's try this again. Hello, Tristan, again. You're going to be an absolute cakewalk. Ah. This is why I need to learn editing, so the YouTube videos can at least keep up and be much shorter. Right there. You know what? Great start. That's still only 2 points. I'll still have enough. No, I might not. Hang on. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with it. I'll take Dragon Zombie. Well, would you look at that? You know what? Let's go with that. It just wouldn't be right if I didn't crave for pumpkins, you know. I think I need to get back to 2-5 maybe. Oh, you treat me so well. This should be much easier to deal with. So we're going to march both those pumpkins across there. Make my day. Give me a plant or a pumpkin. Plant or pumpkin? Neither! Let's go with that one. Two, 5, yeah, got one then. The other one needs a few more power-ups, but it shouldn't take too long at all. Yeah, you change your mind. Oh, would you look at that? This started to stack up almost similar to the last time I did this. About 40 minutes ago, that is. Yeah, absolutely blitz through this one, that's the idea. One offense pumpkin, one 2 defense pumpkin, maybe a third if I'm lucky. Oh. Egg. For the sake of having egg on the field, we have an egg. You can sit there. Right. 2, 4. Let me give you one more power up, you'll be alright. I don't think Tristan has any power up cards. Oh, I am marching through every one of those monsters. Or, you know, I'll go for another one. Fine. Right, show me your secrets. But you know what? Final flame. I'll save that for later, just in case it all just happened to work out just perfectly. Destroy this monster, whatever it is. Alright, yeah, dinosaur. He's got a variety of cards, and he utilises each field zone based on their typing then. That explains the sort of field we're fighting on. Why is that still in attack position? Could be a trap card? A little too bold. I gotta do this. It might get beaten over if that is a warrior. But I'm willing to take that risk. Just like I'm risking to absolutely flatten through. Can't. Okay, what AI am I facing to leave a monster in attack position that is clearly weaker? What? Alright, fine, I'm fighting that one behind me. You so change your tone. Fighting that one next. Yeah, that checks out. That should be fine. Let's see what damage I can do. It's got 2-1. That's 1,800 or 1,800, whatever, however you like to say it. What's the 300? Wow. Sparks for 200. I call it spark. It's basically 200 is sparks. Final Fantasy instead of 600 is 200. Fair enough. It's a thing, right? Pumpkin for game, right? Yeah, there you go. Hey, you actually had something with decent power there, an early. So I wonder if Tristan has any plant cards. That'd be interesting to see. And great if I could get a hold of them. Well, I almost got like a chain together, but you know, Sleeping Lion and Golgari Knight, or Warrior, whatever it was Warrior. You know, I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do that save, like, right now. Because there is still a chance I can lose against Mai, and I really don't want to deal with that. Here we are. Yes, I would love to overwrite the save. Thank you. Right. Let's kick some ass. Again. That should be alright. We should be okay. Probably. Oh, really? Alright then. Alright then. You're on. Final Flame. We have pumpkins. We are fine. In better, I can summon the pumpkin next turn. Wow, I love it. I love it. It's great. Should we... Okay, no trap card. This is great. It's going to be much faster than I thought. I was generally concerned the trap card would have shown up straight away. That is perfect. Let's get rid of those. I know that makes like a Dark Witch, but I'm not bothered about the Dark Witch. I want the pumpkin. And the room in the hand. Perfect. All going according to plan so far. Now that's a scary one. That's got 1,500 power added to whatever its base attack is. That may march all the way over here. Right. I need more pumpkins. Not enough pumpkins. Also power up. I'll take the heals. I might need it. If my final flame comes in danger, I will use it. Right, it's to the just top left of the Deck Master summon area. That's the strong one. No, that one. That one's the strong one. Alright. That is generally terrifying. I can gain 200 attack. Ooh, 300. Oh, that's brilliant. I take it. Okay, I have a quote-unquote wall of pumpkins. I want to make a bit of room. Just one. There we are. I'll be playing that in defense next turn. Got this. Got this. It's fine. Now, if it was placed in a different position, then yeah, understandable. Well, I'm playing the... I'm playing the card. You're taking 200 damage. Right. Right, you are the weakest. Get powered up. No, it's a waiting game again. But I will be marching all across this map with pumpkins this time instead of waiting. Oh, it stopped marching forward? Alright then. Different. And interesting. So... 2-5 is still... That could still beat over me. If it's an eagle... You know what? I'm willing to be mean. That could work out in my favour or not. We'll just have to see. Go. Oh, no? No? Really? Alright then. Must have been a scary card. Do I really need to ditch my hand? It's the worst possible way to do it. 2-5. Oh wow, Harpy Sisters. And I got spellbound for that one. 2-4. I've just beat over it. The attack, so that's fine. Oh, wow. That could have been problematic. 2-6. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be alright. It's okay. Playing you in defense. I'll wait a turn. The chances of sisters attacking the other monster is much higher. It's getting annihilated next turn. Well, okay, right, not next turn. Turn after, at least. Since it's scared, quote unquote scared, that. Yes, that is exactly how I want to do it. Let's get rid of these cards. Are you going to do with another armored zombie, right? Leave that in defense. Okay, pass turn. It's pumpkin fodder. Yeah? Alright then, so take out sisters. Easy enough. And I still at a disadvantage. This will probably stun me again, yep. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that. Oh. Means this one will be ready to march. Alright. It's 2, what, 2, 3? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay then. Let's go. You can go there now. 1 pumpkin powering up, 2 on the move. Got this. Probably. That's still scary though. At worst, it would. Well, actually, the best possible outcome for that really powerful one would be if it was a harpy lady with elegant egotist and an equip card. I mean, that only increase by a small amount. Actually, no, that might be worse. I don't know. I don't know what the worst outcome would be. Or should I say, the best outcome, either. Ha. This one's a tough one. Fine. 3/4 it should be enough to deal with anything Mike can throw at me. Or even better, no, okay then. I was hoping that something better would come out of that one. Let's go with the trap card. I'm coming for you. You can't stop me. Do I feel like each of these are just gonna stun me every time I try and attack them? You like that. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. Doing pretty well. I mean, I can't complain. It's not going much smoother than last time. All thanks to that trap card not showing up. Right, what else we got? Another pumpkin. I don't have the room? Well, I may have the room. I don't need that trap card, do I? Not really. So, pumpkin? That's 5 pumpkins. Keep them marching, more or less the same pattern. He'll force Harpy Lady into a corner. Yeah. Oh, you have no chance. I thought it's a dragon. It is no longer here. Right, there we go. Alright, change of position? I want to go the other way, fair enough. But are you sure you want to go on to Wasteland? Oh, the Harpy's pet dragon. That might be a top 10 one. And now I am stunned. Yeah, that checks out. 2-1, 1-9. I mean, 5k. Let's go. Technically 4 if he goes up mountain, but that's enough to one hit. And panicking. Attack, really? Fine by me, I guess. Do that. Dispel, I've lost all my power-ups. Wow. Well played. I need to rinse my hands and get another pumpkin going. Those ones. I'm about to lose a pumpkin. No, I mean, it's not like I need another pumpkin. Would it be nice if it survives? It's not going to survive. That ridiculously strong one is right there. Yeah. Go on then. What is it? It's a peacock. Increased by 2 power cards. Okay, 3-2. Okay, I'm exactly 3k life. That'll be alright. As long as I don't accidentally wander into any more bad cards. No, hang on. New pumpkin? Nope. No, I'll go ahead and use it. Everything's a zombie on my side. Because it already was. Okay, that was nothing in particular. That is a monster, right. Another harpy pet dragon. Spellbound. This is going to take a while. Smart move. Smart move. Monster Reborn? What are you bringing back? In defense, regardless, but still. If I can get a Monster Reborn, that would definitely help. I should have room in the deck. Oh, you were what I was looking for. Pumpkin. So what did you bring back? Yeah, that checks out. Stunned once again. 2-7 just isn't enough. I need a few more power-ups. Not to say I got here as quick as I did. Oh, hello, really? It's 3-8. And you've moved into... Okay, right. I have a very, very interesting idea. I want to keep it in this area. Probably going to run away at some point. Stop being a tricky harpy. Really? Pumpkin? Right next to my pumpkin. I mean, the AI is like, well, it's definitely better than having it next to you, but really? You put yourself in a worse position than you were in. This will stun me, but 2k damage is 2k damage. That's fine. And that is a equip card, maybe. 2-9. The bird face. That stunned me as well, yeah. I think I'm starting to get the idea of how these spellbounds work. I suppose if it gets powered up by a terrain that I'm weak against, I'll get spellbound. So wait, no, it didn't work on dragons though, so maybe it's the attribute? I'm not actually sure. Just 2 power-ups this time, but that is fine. 3-5, 3-3. And I don't need to do anything else here. It's got a few turns to set up again. But if I can spread out my monsters enough, it should be alright. Alright. 2 moves. And 1 move each. Right, I want to force it down to this corner. Well, to us, any corner would work. Is it gonna go? Oh, it's not going anywhere, right? Right, there's the monster. Getting stunned again? It's actually a monster bird, so yeah. There we go. Monster bird. Go around the spellbound one. Oh, and then, what's your plan? Staying still? Right, let's see. How do I want to play this one? Oh, I know. That should do it. There we go. Oh, wrong move, mate. You are not getting out of this. Just have to move down. You go this way, and you go that way. Right. That one, and... Right! Cornered, you can't escape. No matter how fast she is, yeah, she's only moving once now. You got no chance, even if I get stunned. Move on to mountain. Right, so no matter where she moves, she's not got a chance. Two more power-ups. Angled my screen a bit, there we are. So... yeah, not a chance. Next turn is a win. I've won. I wanted to take out the monster first, though. Or spell card. You know what? Surround and eliminate. There we go. Victory. You know, not too bad. That only took about 35 minutes. Maybe less. 30 minutes. We caught up in pretty good time. Hey, look at that, I got a promotion as well. Worth it. See what I can get. There's must be more in there, I want it. Okay, Harpy Lady, that's fine. True Whip, fine. Come on, what's 3 more? It's in there. There it is, right? I saw it go past. Dude, oh well. Still, I got myself a few cards here and there. That I should have been getting. Still a rank up. I'll take it. The promotion, that may be just what I needed to get the new ability. I'm saving. I'm not making the same mistake as last time. Do not go on the docks. Save. Then we'll see if it works. So I hope it doesn't actually break. So I'll have to find a way how to fix it, I guess. Right, don't break. There, Mako, I'm here to sail with you. Right, don't break. There we go. Right, we're through. Next fight is on a ship. For reasons. At least I don't get the power down here. So let's go ahead and kick some Mako ass. Oh, what a first hand. That is brilliant. Starting with the heals. Admittedly, if I had something like a Wasteland or a Yami, I would swap out Goblin Secret Remedy for it. Because I feel like I'd get more out of a field spell than the 1000 life points. Really? Really? Three, 1. Absolute unit already. Take note, I do also have the new ability I've just noticed. Increase strength of same type friendly monsters. So how this works out is Dark Energy increases the power by 300. Violet Crystal increases it by 500. And then the power up for my thing increases it by another 500. This is why it's on 3100 and absolutely amazing. It's now worth marching my it'll come to me. My deck master around the board because it increases my monster's powers. Totally not busted at all. There's Punishment Eagle there. I don't want to use it. See, whenever I use Punishment Eagle or any monster other than a pumpkin, the game breaks. It happened last time. It happened this time even. Where I used Punishment Eagle versus Mai, and then the game just broke. It was like, no, not allowed. You said you're going to use pumpkins, use pumpkins. Maybe I should listen to the game more often. I wonder what the next ability I'm going to get is. I'm curious. Right, I want to get rid of everything in my hand but those two. So that's Punishment Eagle. I'm going to get rid of Punishment Eagle. Get rid of that one and then make a Zombie Dragon. That 2-1 just straight off the bat. That is. Oh, it feels good. It's like having a field spell on constantly from the start of the game. That is so good. That means come on, come march after me. You don't stand a chance. I don't have a pumpkin. It really wants me to make Punishment Eagle though. It's not happening. I refuse. See, I know Maker uses all aqua, sea serpent, fish, anything that gets powered up by the ocean. Just fair enough. It's dealing with it. That's the issue. Armor's on me. Extra 500, I'll take it. Pass turn. Right. Nice. We'll start off with a pumpkin. Great start. Then we'll fuse that one up to a pumpkin. This is going to get very interesting. Right. I know what I'm going to do here. Fuse those two together. And put them into defense. So I'm just going to march 1, 2, 3 along with my deck master. I've got an emergency trap card that will march with me, and then this card. So everything's just going to march forward after gaining enough power. I feel like I might already have enough power. We'll have to see. Yeah, 2 more power-ups, and we've got nothing new here. Again, there's a few I want to get rid of. But you know what? Check attack powers. 4,000, 2,7, and 2,5. I can wait a few more turns, I think. The added power will help. I'm going to play slow. Probably the best idea. There we go, power up. And again. And again, there we go. Ooh. What do I do with this hand? It's a tricky one. 2-8. Send in the zombie armada. Right. No, I should already keep that one in my hand. There we are. Get rid of those cards. I'll keep the snake hair for good reason. I'll keep it in defense because I'm probably going to get absolutely stomped otherwise. Bingo. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So these cards should still have... Yeah, they're attack boosted. how many monsters do I have? 5, yes. This is the correct move. You're gonna stay there. So I need to wait 1 turn. One turn waiting. Alright then, so it did a thing. It powered up. Alright then. Oh boy, I have the ability to stun them now? No, I don't, because that was snake hair. What am I on about? It's fine. I know exactly what I was doing, I swear. Look at that, 70 powers up. Feels good. Put the zombie down. March forward. My minions. 1 red archery go down. Yep. I remember that card. I used to own it. So let's say you're at 3-4, you're at 2,000. That's fair. And keep those up behind me. There we go. Oh, fusion, nice. Ooh, right then. Rinse the deck, I guess. You, and you. And same tactic, march forward. Yeah, I don't need to deal with that. Peacock yet. Right, you're... Wait, are you still in range? No, you've been powered up enough, that's why. Let's see. Yeah, the range drops off there, so that's fine by me. What is it doing? Okay then. Curious. But is it enough? Right. Final Flames. I'll hold on to that one for now. Oh, what did that change it to? Oh, that's interesting. Zony to turn all that into ocean. That was pretty smooth play, that actually. 4-9. Yeah, notes right there. Next. Spellbound? Oh, that's actually a problem. So I need to change up my tactic. So everything still gets a power up. I need to move there. That'd be handy. I need to know what that card is. Oh, it's not going to work. You know what? Go ahead, just play this. Take 200 damage. This is the one issue with this tactic. You don't know what you're going to encounter. Wow, to think it stuns me before I even get a chance to do anything. That's why I've got a trap card set. Ready for just in case something bad goes wrong. Yep. There it is. That's what I was expecting. Aqua Chorus. Everything gains so much attack. Oh, I'll have to look into that. How much attack has been gained? Right, how much attack do you have now? 2-1. That looks a bit scary, you know? It's not too bad. It's just nothing too major, you know. Now, how big are you? You're big. You are very big and scary. Oh dear. Okay. Yes. $3-5. I mean, I still got this. What I need to do is that. Use Dragon's Arm to take this one out, and then I'll be fine. Didn't expect Aqua Dragon to be played this early on. You know, it's pretty interesting. Wait for it. Trap card activate. This should stun it for 2 turns and decrease its power. Wonderful trap card it is. Ah, 3-2. Yeah, you know threat now. Shame about this hand. Just gonna get rid of those 3. I put you back down here. You there. Yeah, you can stay there. 2-5. You're a threat. Let's get rid of you. Changes the tile it is on into water. And that's fodder. Yeah, I came back. It works. Now that is something I can work with. I don't need fodder now, I don't think. You're a handy fodder. So that's 2-8. Yeah, that's right. Take you down. More water, right? They definitely utilize field squares quite a bit. But it's just not enough for this power. Oh, can't just beat over that. Let's go. Now, actually facing that one that's ahead of me, I'm a little concerned. You know, why am I concerned? I powered it up. No issues here. If I make this move, I win. Right, I don't actually get stunned. So there's Metal Bass. Oh, it's more water. Alright then. Oh, interesting. Violet Raid. Move forwards. Move forwards. What have I got in my hands? Oh, well, go on then. Another pumpkin, for the sake of another pumpkin. Right there. I've won, it can't do anything. So this will pass turn, and victory is mine. Checkmate. Pumpkins are fun. Definitely. There's nothing I really want on here, so it's just absolutely rinse through that. So we've got that, nice. Oh. High Tide Gate. That is definitely got to be a ritual card for Fortress Whale, right? Right? I'll have to check that out, actually. That sounds pretty interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, we took out 3 people. We could have probably took out 5 if we didn't crash. Now let me save. We have arrived in France. Just past the channel there. Oh, it's Joey. Hello, Joey. How much power does he take up? Not a great deal. Wow. Let's go ahead and go to save. I want to check out the card and see if we can, reincarnate any cards we have. So I want to see what the deal with High Tide Gate is. Oh, alright, so it's a power-up card. Oh, I never knew that. I've never seen High Tide Gate before. But yeah, we can reincarnate a card. So we're looking at something with low enough power that I can just ditch that I don't want. Probably. I got one in the deck. And it costs 21. You know what? Let's change this one up. First card is Piercing Light. Or Dark Piercing Light specifically. Next card we have oh, Gemini Elf. Nice, okay, and next we have Gorgon's Eye? Gorgon's Eye. Oh, Gorgon Egg, sorry. None of which I need. So, Elf, well, 28. Gorgon's Eye, I'm definitely going to trade out Gorgon's Ed next time. I really don't need it. And that Piercing Light thing, Dark Piercing Light. Flip all enemy It's not too bad. I can look into using that. 15 costs. We'll definitely think about that one. Alright. We're saved. I don't mind a crash because it means I get to reincarnate again. So I'm not going to bother saving if it does crash. Chances are it's not going to do that. Watching it. It's not allowed to. Right. Joey. For the, what? 5th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all of them. We've got 1, 2, 3 red cards. So this will be for the 4th card. Which is fine by me. Oh, right. So this is a take on the first match. So I don't like the fact I'm on mountain. So I'm going to utilize... Oh, that is actually very interesting. So Toon will power down any monsters that aren't Toon or are powered up by Toon. So any of my zombies. Mountain wants the same thing for my zombies. The 2 which I want to use are here. So I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. Lucky enough with my power-ups. The ability to power up, should I say. It's probably going to be alright. Probably. So that's the only way I'm going to make the pumpkin first turn. This should be a solid, 3-1. Awesome. Maybe Joey utilizes fusions more often. Alright, that's another one that I like to see. Ooh, yeah, you know what? I'll go all in. Double pumpkin. At least this counteracts the power down. So at neutral. So you can only get better from here. With flame swords and think he's better than me. That ain't gonna happen. On the other side, alright, okay then. At least I start getting up some of my level cost. Using spell cards. It's been really fun playing through the game with a low deck cost. It's made me think about how to build the deck, what's the best tactics I can use. So far this has been a great tactic, but I'm thinking, is there any other way to complete the game with a different deck type? So if anyone's interested, you can head over to the Discord and suggest any challenges. I mean, maybe for any game, anything you like. I like gimmicky challenges. Something I like. Oh, you know what I'm gonna use? Only insects, for example, or complete a game using a specific deck or archetype. I mean, obviously, I've been solely thinking about card games there, but there are other games, you know, RPG games. I've been looking into playing Skyrim, but the character embodies an anime character. For example, the Shield Hero from Rise of the Shield Hero, which I think would be quite interesting to see. Or maybe Natsu Dragneel from Fairy Tail in Oblivion. Dr. Stone in Fallout. You get the idea. But anything like that would be great. Right. Pass turn. It's not time to march on Joey yet. I see where he's going to go. I need a few more power-ups then. Oh, that's brilliant. I need to pass turn then. Great. 2, 4. Wait, hang on. If I do that, it'd be 2, 8. I need to reposition myself over here now. Not getting any power-ups, but that's okay with me. We're gonna start smashing. Right, few more power-ups. Maybe a chance could be win without win using checkmate. That'd be an interesting one. Can you beat the game by only checkmating the opponent? Or surrounding, I suppose. That'd be interesting. Right, how do I want to do this? Something like that, I guess. So that's all the monster slots taken up for now. 3-1, 3-1, 3-2. I'll pass turn for now, gain a bit more power, and then I'll go destroy some cards. That's definitely a monster then. Unless it's doing spell fusions, which I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that is very interesting. 3-4, 3-4, but you're powered up by Wasteland. There we are, power up. You're gonna have to go over there. It's time to march. I only want you to move once, so I've got my pumpkin wall. It soon changes mind. He's moving back to the centre. No idea why. Unusual choice. Same tactic. Set up a trap card behind. You guys can... You know what? You'll be alright there. I'm going to need at least one more unit to use into a pumpkin. Right, and Fire Dragon eliminated. This is just like a rolling fortress. Or a pumpkin carriage. Ooh. There's a trap card. Acid Trap Hole. Oh dear. That's a pain. Change tactics. Three, 4. Oh, okay then. So it was a flame swordsman, that's fine. New tactic. Charge the enemy and not worry too much. And start set up for a bunch of new pumpkins. No, you can stay there. That should do. Sit myself in the middle and see what happens.
Dranza OP.
Hey, Dranza.
KSDA, happy Tuesday, my friend. How are you, by the way?
Happy Tuesday to you as well. I'm alright, thank you. I hope you're doing alright. I'm jamming away to some pretty nice music, if I do say so myself. I'm going to need to get rid of a few cards by the looks of it. Something like that. You, and you. Managed to get the next ability on my pumpkin. There you go, get the power up. Pretty fun, pretty fun. But yes, I do hope you've been alright yourself. There we go. Yeah, I'll lose my power there. So I'm going to move there. I mean, I could move a little closer this way. Yeah, you know what, why not? I too like to live dangerously. A zombie, and you can move as well. There we go. Got a whole bunch of fodder. We did have a bit of a crash earlier. Problem is I didn't save, so I had to re-fight two people, which was Tristan and Mai. Interesting, what's happening? On everything? On everything? You just made my pumpkin stronger by 200. Really? Yeah, wow, okay then. Yeah, I'll roll with that. Yes, I like what I see. Dragon Zombie. I want to put it on this one, because I can go you, and you. Perfect. Create a Dragon Zombie. And create the pumpkin. Make the pumpkin big. And defense. Usually I'd be getting a debuff, but hey, the good old boss boosting really does work. Really? Rock Spirit. Okay then. Interesting combination of, wait, you're at 0? Oh yeah, no. That changed everything. Very interesting. Guess I'll pass turn here. Wait, there was another pumpkin somewhere. I think I forgot to move it. Wow, he doesn't stand a chance. I like. I'm going to start with this though. Everything's a zombie. So I get 2 movement. Let's be in a nice position there. Fear me. I will crush all my opponents, including your Thousand Dragon. It was wind, so I got stunned. Okay, yeah. It must be based on attribute then. Good to know. So I reckon my primary weakness would be wind attribute, because a lot of my monsters are in fact dark attribute. Ready a type, is it? How many monsters? 5. Do I need to rinse? Yes. Doesn't matter, it's just going to be destroyed at the end. Let's move you actually to somewhere a little better than that. I think Shield and Sword messed up my hood, messed up my zombies. Oh. Hold on, what? I powered up. Was it because it was on mountain? I think it is. I got a power up because I was stood on mountain. That's interesting. That could be an interesting way to counter the mountain field. Well, it could be a double-edged sword. Can quite easily power up my opponent. A koozie, is that 500 point damage? Yeah, 500 instead of 800. We'll take it. Not an issue. Plants? No? Okay. Guess I'll just... fix this. There we go, that's better. Still have that, like, low attack, so... Smash? It's an earth, so not too concerned. Quality Dragon 2, down. And then... Hey, Twin Behemoth. That's a wind. Do I get stunned? I do. Right. I'll go with that theory then. Based on attribute, I can get spellbound. Then I wonder if I spellbind light. Oh, what could that be? It's definitely not big enough to hit over my pumpkin. Something like that. Pumpkin! Do that. Pumpkin, power that up. There we go, right. It's 2 pumpkins, one with a power up. Perfect. I want to eliminate the big scary Tiger X. It wasn't too scary, I guess. Now, what is Flame Swordsman going to do? Yeah, okay, then. That makes sense. At least I'm pushing him onto the side which I want him to be on. Next card. Ooh. Final Flame. Final Fun. Right, break this. There's a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Pretty nice. That should force someone to the mountain zone. Yeah, he's panicking. We're good. He's not got anything left. Possibility of another pumpkin. What's my deck? Only 8? There's still a chance I can get another pumpkin out. I'm willing to take it. You. Yeah, that'll do. So, let's see. That would power me down by only 500. Not a problem. Oh, Rayoran. Okay then. I see what you're laying down there. Interesting. I'll be sure to find my way around that. Probably next turn or something. Yeah, that shakes out. Probably next turn. Huh. You know what? That could be interesting. You know what? That is interesting. I like that idea. Rayran's going to charge at me. And I'm fine with that. Should be able to move 2 squares. I'm still safe. Wait, no. No, okay then. I'm right here. I'm right in front of you. Big threat. Right here. Well. Big threat no more. Well, you know that big threat I was talking about? I've buggered it up. I've buggered it up. How do I deal with this then? Take a hit and just deal with it? I don't like that idea. Instead of big threat, I don't think that trap card's going to trigger. Well, you know what? See what happens. Really? Playing on 2? Really? Yeah, that was going to happen. That's fine. I healed for this. 3-3 though. That's a lot of damage. But now it's going to take a lot of damage. And is in a bit of a sticky situation. So there's that move. That move is for 4. That takes you out. Not bad. All good. We should be perfectly fine. And that's there just in case something incredibly interesting happens. Defense, the other one defense, yep. You take that one out. Huh. I might as well Final Flames. Why not? Enjoy your 200 damage. And with a speed of victory like that, can't complain. Right, so what I'm going to do here is something I wouldn't usually do, but I can win. Just right now. Pumpkin there. Place a zombie over the top of the pumpkin. Thank you, Pumpkin, you did very well. Turn this face up, and that is checkmate. Very handy tactic, but you can't do anything. That's it. Turn over. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Ever since getting that new ability, I've been finding new ways to win. I mean, I've seen something interesting that is copycat. which I believe is a spell card in this. Next to despair, not interested. Zero Magic Machine? Or was it called Zero Magic Machine? I'm not entirely sure. Type 0 Magic Crusher. There you go then. You know what? Mountain Warrior could work. I'll hold on to it. If it's a warrior, then yeah, I'd definitely switch it out for something with the warrior typing. Will give me an additional bonus on top of mountain zones. So that's the 4th card already gained. To think I would have had 6 by now. So I'm looking at this and I'm... Really? Shardy. So I'm doing that save first. You ain't crashing on me again. I want to check out that Mountain Warrior, and then I'm going to go ahead and face Shardy. Probably going to be the last one I'll be doing today. We'll see. Again, next week is going to be Digimon Survive. So I am looking forward to that one. Of course, it's over 5 days, Monday to Friday. Digimon Survive. 5 days of surviving. Right. If it wasn't on that garish purpley pink colour, I'd be able to read that. But I'm sure it's pretty good. I'm more interested in this Mountain Warrior. It is a Beast Warrior, so I'm going to have to pass. That's a shame. If it was a Warrior, that would have been alright. Well, I'll roll with it. Let's go kick Shardy's ass then. What was he using? Maybe Labyrinth? That's an option. Could be using Labyrinth Field. Could be using Mountain. Let's take a closer look. Hey, I'm here to kick your ass, maybe. But 982 is pretty low. It's not 740. So let's see how this does. Crush Field. Now that is interesting. Safest place for me to be would be in the middle. My power-up may actually mess things up here. So I want to see which way he goes. I want to force it into the right side. You're already too strong to go in the centre. You as well. Wow. I guess I'll start with a trap card. Go on, go into the wasteland. Now. Okay, okay. What are you doing? Thunder Nyan Nyan? Ah. Okay, Thunder, get a movement bonus. That's pretty cool. So I need to set something in front of me at least. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and do that for now. Trap behind me, just in case. I want to take the middle field. To have a potential... Okay, right. Right. This is silly, this is ridiculous, but I'm doing it. I've found a hidden card. Nice. That's what only found one hidden card so far, but this one can be found in the middle of the map. Awesome. So, I wanted to go there anyway, but hey, I got myself Soul Eater. Ow. Ow. This is about to get spicy. Looking off the bird in the centre of all this isn't going to be too damaged. If I'm right, my opponent doesn't have all too strong cards. But at the same time, can't really play monsters on the center. You know, along the push card bit. So I'm going to make an egg. It should be a 1/4 attack. Play him safe. I now wait, I guess. Pass turn, wait, see what happens. Interesting. Does he actually have weak cards? Is this actually going to be pretty simple? I'm willing to test that theory. Interesting. Spell card again? Maybe trap? I've limited his playstyle now. You're gonna have to move. Yeah, there you go. Interesting, but I'm still okay. Oh, this pumpkin is gonna have to stay here. And still eliminate the remainder of what is on the field. Fine by me. Dark Energy, I'll drop here. Is this enough? Nope, 2/6. That is an absolute shame. Gonna go ahead and do something like that. Egg. And direct attack here. Fine by me, yep. Another power-up card? How kind of you. No, I feel like keeping egg here would be the best bet. Be nice if this could just pass straight over push card, but hang on. Power up. That'll do. Right. The plan is in motion. I'll win next turn if he plays foolishly. So we'll play a monster. No? Okay, they didn't play foolishly. This is fine. Okay then. Use up some of these cards. Leave that there. Oh, I actually see a weak card. Okay, what does Thunderbolt do? Destroy me? Spellbind. How long for? 1 turn. That is okay with me. I can roll with that. I need another pumpkin. I see a pumpkin. Brilliant. That's how I wish to play it. Giant soldier of stone. With that, I've won. Oh. Just in case. You never know what might happen. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing to do! Oh, well, as much as I like to do minimal damage, you know what, I'm doing it, minimal damage. Oh, really, really? Fine, different tactic, thank you, Pumpkin. Real handy. $1,100 damage, puts him at 100. I might take damage here. We'll see. I was actually going to take out that. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. I've won. So let's take out this monster. Oh, nice. There's Easter Island statues. Put myself here, play Final Flames, the game, because why not add to the soul? Worth it. Worth it. Woo, look at that. The victory. So I can get off this guy then. So, gonna Nuzzler, see Wretched Ghost in the Attic in there, Thunderball, like the heads. We got Wretched Ghost, and Piercing Light. Fair enough then. I'm alright with that. Of course, that also gives me the 5th card. Brilliant. So there's the 5th red card. See, what does this unlock? We'll see who it is. Deck check. Do a quick save. Oh, it looks like we're going to be oh. Jasper Tudor. The Dice Tudor. Okay. Very, very, very interesting nod towards Dungeon Dice Monsters there. So, go ahead, save. And then I'll go ahead, check the deck. I don't think I'll be able to reincarnate. Actually, Ghost 10. That'd be an interesting one to melt down into other cards. Another Dark Piercing Knight is very handy. But for that, I would like to. I'm going to be calling it there. I want to thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Tomorrow is Ratchet & Clank getting the last 2 gold bolts, beating Drek once again, and heading into challenge mode. Of course, Thursday will be Cyber Sleuth. Friday, Phasmophobia. And next week, 5 days of Digimon Survive, which will be dropping on the 29th. But I will be playing it from Monday to Friday. Same time. So I'm really looking forward to that one. So with that, thank you all for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.